Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and welcome to the Woodbridge Channel's coverage of the 32nd Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. I'm Craig Coughlin. I'll be bringing you the parade along with Charlie Shaughnessy and Jim Durek. Charlie, you're twice been chairman of the event, twice president, and the Grand Marshal as well. So tell us about what a special day this is.
Well, it's very exciting to be the Grand Marshal. It's very exciting to be the chairman. And hopefully the wind slows down. The wind right now is blowing pretty good, but I think we'll have a great day. And this year, our Grand Marshal is Jim Nolan, who really is very good speaker, and he's done a great job so far as the Grand Marshal. And our Irish Person of the Year is going to be Connie O'Donnell. And so today we should have a great time and a great parade as usual. And I look forward to broadcasting later.
And also joining us today is Jim Durek, another man with a great deal of experience, president and parade chairman as well. Jim, tell us about what goes into an event like this.
Actually, Craig, the American Irish Association of Woodbridge that sponsors the parade. We really get about our work in September. We have a lot of fundraising events. We do a cocktail party without the efforts of our volunteers. There's a lot of volunteers that are working behind the scenes today, as well as our sponsors. We have a lot of people that support us through the ad book, sponsorships for the different divisions that you'll see. Without raising the money and without the work effort, we wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you to everybody who supported the parade in any way, shape, or form. We got a beautiful day. We're going to have a good time.
Jim will be out on the street talking to the paraders and the participants when they get a chance to come back and say hello. Charlie, you and I get to go inside. But Jim, you're lucky today. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. Sit back, everybody. Grab some soda bread. Relax. Enjoy the parade. We'll be back with the start in just a moment. And we see the first unit coming into view as the 32nd Annual American Irish St. Patrick's Day Parade is underway. The Woodbridge Township Police escorting the marchers down the center of Main Street on a glorious day for the community and for people of Irish heritage as they come out. There's Patrick Kenny with Donna Jago, Mayor's Chief of Staff.
Kind of wave there. Behind the Woodbridge Police are the State Police motorcycles. They're based out of Homeville Barracks, Troop B, and they've been in existence for 2.5 years. And the motorcycles are used at high-risk traffic accidents and special events and ceremonial events.
There they are, loud pipes.
The troopers are Michael Ambrosia, Richard Gilman, Christopher Mekalo, and Brian Flaherty.
They are riding in unison.
And they look sharp.
They look good. St. Patrick's Day, always a special time because it also signals, of course, the beginning of the spring, at least conceptually for many of us. There we see some of the members of the Central Jersey Leathernecks, their senior color guard.
Jerry Donnelly is their commander, and they organized in March of 1994.
And there we see our first fire unit, and that's the Colonia Fire Department.
Their chief is Joe Figaro.
Group was originally organized back in 1943, so decades and decades of outstanding service to our community, and how grateful we are and how lucky we are to have men and women who volunteer and risk their personal safety for each of us in our times of real need. And there's some of our happy volunteers. See them throwing some candy to the kids along the sideline. I had to pack a plastic bag for my Nicholas today, Charlie, and we're getting advanced at these parades.
They gave it to you before the parade?
No. I had to bring the bag so we could gather it up on the street. And there's our first marching band, the Colonia High School Marching Patriots. Let's take a listen to the outstanding band.
This is one of the 3 high schools that's going to participate today. We have Kennedy High School from Island, as well as Woodbridge High School, which is from Woodbridge proper.
Nothing like music to make a parade. We see the dog all decked out in his St. Patrick's Day finery. And coming into view for the first time is our Grand Marshal, Jim Nolan. That's him along the center stripe. He is
His 2 sons.
Billy and Jimmy, escorted by Jim Carroll, council president and the Grand Marshal back in 2003. And then there we see Jim's lovely wife, Bonnie, just behind him. That's not Bonnie in the picture right now. There's Bonnie with the beret on and the white slacks. Jim Nolan, an outstanding individual, become a close friend, and we're fortunate to have him here in Woodbridge. Very generous man, very involved in the community, participates in Christmas in April, goes to Appalachia to help less fortunate people. So congratulations on a well-deserved honor to
In
Jim
view
Nolan.
now is Connie O'Donnell. He's the Irish Person of the Year. Connie is from Donegal, Ireland. Came here 50 years ago, and he resides in Colonia. And I think he has 15 grandchildren, 5 daughters. And look at him. He's really proud to be the Irish Person of the Year,
Yes.
that's for sure.
Yes, he is. There we go. Big Irish tip of the hat. Top of the morning to you there, Connie.
Told him to wave when he goes by. I said, I won't be able to see you. But
Well, he did. True to his word. A true Irishman. And there's a young Irish face.
this should be Joan McNichol. She's the, yes, it is. Joan McNichol.
is?
She's the chairperson this year. Her parents were original members of the organization. Both have passed. Her brother was a past officer, and as she is an officer this year.
And she's done a fine job. It's an enormous undertaking, isn't it, Charlie?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we start in September, and we continue up until today. And then we start again trying to get bands, groups together.
And we see some Miss McNichol's escorts wearing their fine Irish sweaters. And here
Oh.
comes our civic leaders, the Township of Woodbridge Mayor and Council. Mayor Frank Pelsman leading the way. In the screen we see to the left there, it's Councilwoman Caroline Ehrlich, Councilman Vinnie Martino, Brenda Velasco, Councilwoman at large right there waving. You see the top of her hand. There's Councilman Jim Major waving to the crowd.
Yeah, did you know Vinnie Martino's mother is Irish?
I didn't.
Yeah,
Did not
she's
know that.
right. And John McCormick.
State Treasurer John McCormick, 5th Ward Councilman Robert Luban, just giving us a little wave. And there's our mayor again.
I think he wants to be Irish, Pelsman.
Don't.
We have
Doesn't
more fun.
There's some of our
Pete
freeholders. That's Dave Crabiel, freeholder director with the top hat on. Pete Delina, our own freeholder from Ford's. And Elaine Flynn, the county clerk, looking back over his shoulder and giving us a wave. And we see freeholder Delina, a fixture in the Woodbridge community for a long time now. There's 2 members of the Woodbridge Board of Education, Judy Leidner and Pat Hardiman. And now our first bagpipe band. And nothing says St. Patrick's Day like a bagpipe band, does it, Charlie? The Emerald Society of Middlesex County, New Jersey. They're a pipe and drum band. They're representing Middlesex County police officers and firefighters. Tom McGovern is the band manager. They're affiliated. That's who the drum and bugle or the pipe and or the bagpipe band.
Yeah, I found the pipe major is Vin Totka, drum major is Tom Sharaski, and drum sergeant is Steve Deep. And this group was organized in 2004. You know, next year Kenny Stiles is going to be marching with this group.
He is?
He's learning to play the bagpipe.
Oh, really?
And his son and his nephew are going to be drummers.
And here they are, today's sponsors, the American Irish Association of
Billy
Woodbridge.
Donovan, the president, coming into view. Well, there he is.
He is.
What a great president
Smile.
he is, too. He does a great job.
An outstanding organization. They've been around. The parade's 32 years old, but the organization's been around for.
1966.
There we go.
It was founded by Mike McGovern and Joe Jackson.
Were you one of the original members?
No, I'm 34 years.
Oh, okay. Oh, a relative rookie.
I'm
Huh?
a rookie, yeah.
There you go, with the green beard.
There's Mike McGovern Jr. That's the son of the original founder. There's Mark Lewis.
Former president of the organization.
Behind him is Pat Ziegler waving, Charlie Riley.
We are a number of members, and then we see that here we go with the future of the club right there. That's what you need. American Irish does an outstanding job at not just this parade, but throughout the year, participating in civic events and bringing about some great pride for the many, many Irish who have made such a terrific contribution to this.
That's Joan Diaz, one of our officers, and Diane McGovern, another officer.
There's some great sweaters in this parade, I gotta tell you, Charlie.
Yeah.
And some cool sunglasses right there, too.
See, we tell them all the time, don't bunch up, but look at how they're bunched up in the back.
That's a natural thing. Look at that, huh?
My grandkids should be in that bunch.
How cute.
Sure.
How cute is she? There we go. You hear some noise along the side here. I think they let loose the Irish wolfhounds or something, Charlie.
That's what they're doing. They're letting the wolfhounds loose.
There's Chris Kilmurray,
Murray.
councilman in South Brunswick. And
There's my son, grandson Brian Sr., his wife Joanne.
there you go.
There's my daughter and her husband and the new baby, Megan Ann, new arrival in December.
And following,
This is probably Sansone, I believe. Because they,
some other members of the American
Right,
Irish as well who donated. Sansone, one of the terrific supporters of our community, actively involved in supporting the mayor's concert series in the summer.
these are some of the older members that felt they couldn't walk the mile and 3/4. That's a nice car, right? This one?
Yeah, it's a nice car. Convertible, red, white, and blue. There's Lucas
Lucas Chevrolet.
Chevrolet also helping out. And there she is, Miss American Irish. Karen Barcelona.
Yeah, her parents were really proud.
Mom, Colleen, her dad, Jay. Karen is finishing up her college career at Catherine Gibbs in New York.
In view now is Julie Golis. Her mother's the chairwoman for today's parade. She's the lady in waiting. Next year she'll be Miss American Irish. We started the Miss American in the parade in 1977. And the first one was Geraldine Prendergast.
And we
My
see
daughter was one of them too, going along.
that has to be a proud day for a father.
They're usually reluctant to be in it, but then when it's over, they're happy. because they don't want to get out and say, speak to the public.
Right. Wow,
It's tough.
young people.
This is our float. This is American Irish float. And Alice Goodhart Sinatra is the one that puts this float together.
Supported by Comcast, we saw. Shamrock American flag. Pretty clever. Did you make that, Charlie?
I know.
How about you, Jim Derrick? Did you make that?
He's taking his singing lessons this morning.
Yeah.
Very colorful anyway.
Really? And colors of the Irish flag in the backdrop there. We'll see again some of the many American Irish.
Oh, this is Project Children. In fact, this is a group that was founded in 1975, and as you know, they bring children over from Northern Ireland, and they come here for a couple of weeks in the summer and go back with good memories of how it should be. And hopefully we're making an impact in Northern Ireland where, all the fighting was going on.
And some real meaningful progress been made there. James McNichol's CPA sponsoring that. The New Jersey Veterans Home.
Yeah, this is a group, as you know, from Menlo Park, and some of them had asked us, because we go over there several times a year putting on bingos and Christmas parties, and we're going to put on a corned beef and cabbage dinner for them in a couple of weeks. So they wanted to come over, so they can't walk, so they put this vehicle in the parade, and then down by the other grandstand, they're going to get out, exit, and they're going to sit and watch the remainder of the parade. So I thought that was nice.
Many brave, courageous individuals in that Veterans Home, some of whom fought during the D-Day invasion of Normandy and many of the other battles throughout our nation's history. Yeah, we see some fancy cars. Something about, I should say, a balloon that makes things look instantly decorative. We see some happy Irish faces. Logging for the camera. TV cameras can bring out the best smiles, People,
Oh, yeah.
right, the people waving along the sidelines here.
Yeah, well, I wish we knew the names of the young girls, but we don't have that. So. There's another nice guy.
Another shiny car.
Unlike my car.
Well, you were too busy working for a parade to be washing your car. And as we said, a beautiful day here in Woodbridge. The sun is out. Temperature in the 40s. Leading Division 1.
Sponsored by Pathmark. This was an idea that our president had last year, and he started it. And you can sponsor a division at a nominal cost, and this helps pay for the parade. So Pathmark is one of our sponsors. We have several others.
But leading Division 1 is the Legionnaires Senior Marching Band from Carteret, New Jersey. The organization is sponsored by Post 263 of the American Legion in Carteret.
They've been in our parade, Craig, since the beginning. So, I mean, I'm sure it's not the same players, but, well, some of them look like they could have been.
Members of the band have served in Vietnam, World War II, Korea. Organized in 1961. Won numerous trophies and awards over the years. Participated in Ethnic Day parades, the Pulaski Day parade, the St. Patrick's and Norwegian Day parades. Attended firemen's parades throughout the state. Even performed the pregame show at Yankee Stadium. They're the New Jersey State Firemen's Senior Band champions.
This is the North Jersey Chapter, 82nd Airborne Division. They were founded in May 1944, and they're all airborne qualified veterans.
The 82nd Airborne was started in 1944 in Leicester, England, and as they prepared to parachute into Europe as part of the D-Day Normandy invasion. After they returned to the U.S. after the war, the organization was chartered by the United States Congress. All airborne qualified veterans, regardless of their service, are eligible to join. So if you're an airborne veteran and you're not a member, this might be time to give some thought to reconnecting with some of the other men who share a common bond.
This group we're looking at now is the John Basilone Detachment Marine Corps League.
See the color guard right there. Mel Mazzaros, the leader. I actually saw Mel Mazzaros' picture in the newspaper. He was part of the group that took the plunge in Point Pleasant Beach near
Oh, the polar
Jenkins.
bear, yeah.
As part to raise funds for Special Olympics, if I'm not mistaken. So Mel's picture standing there waving a flag. So he's in terrific shape.
And they were named after Medal of Honor winner John Basilone. And I think everybody knows about the heroics of John Basilone.
Well, for folks who don't know, Charlie, maybe you could tell them.
Well, he was sent home to be like the poster boy, but he refused to stay home and went back and got killed. But he could have easily stayed back after winning the Medal of Honor.
There'll be a stamp issued in 2005 on Basilone's honor.
Are we in trouble with this group?
I don't know. They seem to have weapons. This is Company A of the 7th Virginia Cavalry, along with some. There they are. There's some northern reenactors.
2nd Rhode Island. Then the Arizona Rangers.
Founded in 1978, Company A.
Gary Drake is the leader.
They are authentic Civil War uniforms. And there's other units that are marching in the group. They've participated in the Parker Press weekend in August. And there's our first aid group, the Port Reading Volunteer First Aid Squad. President is Ryan Small. Captain is Mike Weber. Founded in 1970. We're serving our community for 35 years this year. Congratulations and thank you to them. It's nice to see them out.
Did you mention they were organized in 1970?
I did.
I don't know.
Nobody listens to me, Charlie. It's okay. Here's the Ancient Order of Hibernians.
Dan Cosgrove is the person to contact. It's 35 marches.
This is the Rawway Division, which was formed in 1879. Sons and daughters and grandchildren of Irish descendants still carry on that tradition through today. So the ladies are a Ancient Order of Hibernians as well. You see now coming into view the Rockland Scottish Pipes and Drums.
They were organized in 1963, and Gordon Fraser is the pipe major. And again, they've been in our parade many years.
And I understand that Jim Dorick is now joined by Mayor Pelsman and Councilwoman Brenda Velasco. So, Jim, we're going to send it to you on the condition that you don't sing.
Thanks, Greg, but I'm going to sing later on, whether you want to hear it or not. I am here with Mayor Pelsman, Mayor of Woodbridge Township, where the parade occurs, and Councilwoman Brenda Velasco, one of our councilwomen at large here in Woodbridge. Mayor, what's it like on a day like today when you as mayor, we see the community come together at this kind of event?
It's absolutely heartwarming. It all started this morning at 9 o'clock. We had a little ceremony at Town Hall. We had the raising of the Irish flag, singing both national anthems. You talk about coming together. It was absolutely outstanding. And then, speaking of the luck of the Irish, with all the bad weather that we've had, with all the snow and rain, you come up to a day like today, and it's absolutely fantastic. We're very, very happy.
And Brenda, you've marched in these parades for years, and you were marching again today. And tell me a little bit about your Irish heritage, or what's it like to be Irish today?
Today, as you implied, everybody is Irish. It's a great feeling. It's a good time. The sky is blue, just a few clouds, no rain, mist, snow, and we've marched in it all. So this is a great, great day for the Irish to celebrate their heritage, their contributions. And I know Mayor Frank Pelsman gave a great speech this morning. So good day all in all.
And of course, without the support of our mayor and council, the job really would be impossible. So we appreciate the support as well. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Brenda.
Always a pleasure.
Back to you, Craig.
Thanks, Jim. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Brenda. And in the back, you saw, while Jim was talking with His Honor and the Councilwoman, the Carteret Volunteer Fire Department, our friends from there stopping by to participate in the parade, and Boy Scout Troop number 31 from St. Anthony of Padua in Port Reading. And now we see before us the Ford's Fire Company, an outstanding group from my neck of the woods in Ford's, organized in 1911. And going through some major renovations to their firehouse. Chief is Robert Pfizer, and they do a marvelous job. I know they participate at all of the school events, come out and give demonstrations to the students, and they're always there when you need them. As a former president of Ford's Little League, I can tell you that whenever we needed some help, we always looked to the fire department, who always answered the bell, pun intended. And we're happy to share their space and let us use their sign and facilities. And so we all have a deep sense of gratitude toward them. And certainly when you need them, they're the most important guys on earth. And guys and girls, I should say. The Ford's Fire Department. There's our own Dennis Henry behind the wheel. My good friend and fellow member of the Ford's Claiborne Baseball League. And
This is the beginning of Division
sign is
2.
that?
James P. Durek, Esquire.
God, it's not enough that he's on TV all the time. We got to get a sign. Jim Dirk,
And
really a great Irish guy.
the young kids that's carrying this, they're from St. James, and they're doing a community service. And this is how they're doing it, is by carrying the signs. Isn't that great?
It's terrific. Jim Dirk, really, truly, in all seriousness, a terrific guy and a fine lawyer located in Colonia, and a good friend of the American Irish. Me as well. Now the pipe and drums of the Jersey Shore Shillelaghs. Are all pipe and drum leaders about 8 feet tall, Charlie? Or is it...
Well, they try to get them tall, but they're with that hat on.
Guess I'm out, huh?
That's about 2 foot higher. But they try to get the biggest guy to lead.
Playing Amazing Grace.
She was amazing. I wonder if Jim knows that song. Pipe major is Tom Carroll. Drum major is Paul Musler.
They've been together since 1998. It's the pipe and drums of the Jersey Shore Shillelaghs. And here's the Union County Emerald Society. Formed in 1981.
And they got a Guinness banner.
There you go. And the Emerald Society as well. Members of the police and first aid squads.
One of the banners that went by before that we didn't actually see on the television is Comcast. So they're one of our sponsors, as well as Jim Durick and Pathmark so far. There'll be others coming along, which we'll announce.
And joining the Union County, I guess also included in that group, and then we were remiss in not mentioning it, was the Union County Irish American Association, President Barbara Milano.
Yeah, and I guess the mayor of Shannon was part of that group too.
Yeah, along with
Greg
the
Duff.
And the town clerk, Thomas McCormick.
Well, the mayor don't go anywhere without the town clerk.
All right. Who signs anything while they're going? And here they are, the Union County American Irish. And they tell us themselves when they were founded, 1981. Welcome to Woodbridge.
And they've been in our parade since the beginning too. So 32 years they've been marching with us.
You see some more members.
I'm sure they have to be, right?
Is that Joe Crane?
Assemblyman Joe Cryan. Members of the organization. And there's the Blue Knights. You can hear them. Police motorcycle group. Annual participant in the holiday parade as well. Four members of the organization here with us today. They are followed by the Colonia District 12 First Aid Squad. I understand that Jim has a couple special guests with him right now. Bill Donovan, the president of the American Irish Association,
And Joe McNichol.
the parade
chairperson.
chairperson. So, Jim, take it away.
Thanks, Craig. Thanks, Charlie. And I am here with Bill Donovan, who is the president of the American Irish Association of Woodbridge. Bill, you couldn't be happier, I would imagine, with a day like today and how everything is pulling together so far. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the club itself?
Okay, Jim, the club is very close to celebrating its 40th year. We're constantly looking for new members. I hope everybody saw our banner sign. We can be reached on the internet on amerirish.com. And the applications are right online. So please go onto our website and see what we're all about.
See, even the American Irish have moved into the 21st century. You can get us on the web.
There we go.
I'm also with Joan McNichol, who is this year's parade chairwoman. And Joan, what kind of work goes into putting this kind of parade on the street?
A tremendous amount of work goes into it, Jim. There's dozens of people who work for us. Bill Donovan here, Ken Stiles, Charlie Shaughnessy, Sean Keaveney, the McGoverns, Michael and Diane, Fran Wojcik, Arlene Fogarty. I'm sure I'm leaving people out, but it's the work of dozens of people. George Ashton, Justin McCarthy is emceeing this for his 26th year, and it's a pleasure to work with them.
Thanks, Joan, and thanks, Bill. Back to you, Craig and Charlie.
Thanks, Jim. And we saw the Island Knights of Columbus. Yep, walking by in the background.
They were organized in 1953. And John Parascando is the Grand Knight. That's a real Irish name, isn't it?
Parascando.
Oh, Vern Fowler.
There you go.
I seen Durick do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a couple of Guinnesses, and
Yeah, you see
here he
It's
goes.
the end of the parade, he does. Something like that. The Vern Fowler School of Dance. And I got a little story for you, Charlie. The Vern Fowler School of Dance used to be in Metuchen, and I'm so familiar with it because it was at that school that I met my wife.
Oh.
When my wife and my sister danced together as little girls, and our mothers became friends, and the rest, as they say, is
It's
history.
history. That's a sad story.
No, it's a marvelous story. And it's true.
It's a great story. Yeah, it says they were founded in 1957.
Well, I wasn't born yet. Well, I guess I wasn't. No, I wasn't born yet. Anyway, congratulations to them for participating in this parade and to the Island Knights of Columbus.
Yeah, the Woodbridge Fire Company just went by. Hopstack is the person to contact. And Richmond County Pipes and Drums are accompanying them. Fire department was founded in 1897, and Don Powers is the chief.
Just saw First Ward Councilman Charles Kenny marching with the fire department.
I think Charlie's a fire captain.
He is indeed. Nice. Long lines of dedicated public servants. You know, it's nice to march in the parade, but when it's bitter cold in the middle of the night, it takes a lot more dedication. And
Always fire. Yeah.
men and women have that. Yeah, you don't only get to go on the nice nights. There's the chief. And Jim is now joined by Councilman from the 4th Ward, Jim Majors.
Thanks, Craig. And as Craig said, I'm with Jim Majors, who's our new councilman from the 4th Ward, which encompasses Island, Menlo Park Terrace, a little bit of Colonia, a little bit of Avenel. Is that right, Jim?
Yes, Jim.
So as a councilman, for your first time seeing this parade as a councilman, what do you have to say?
Oh, it's great. The weather is absolutely fabulous. The committee sure did a great job putting the parade together. And this community not only supports the parade, but really supports anything going on in Woodbridge. I'm just thrilled to be here.
Good. Thanks, Jim.
Well, thanks, Jim.
Back to you.
And here's the St. James Wildcats. And look at how wild they look.
Yeah. The cheerleaders.
Cheerleading squad is led by Lori Marciniak. JV coach is Shelly Murphy. Trish Menendez is the prep coach. And Lori Juarez is the junior prep coach.
And they cheer at basketball games and compete in local cheering competitions.
And there they are.
They're doing exercise, it looks like.
Little limbering up, little
Yeah.
cheering. Blue and gold. There's Brownie Troop number 772. Part of the Delaware Raritan Girl Scouts. Several of the leaders are marching along with them. Look at how cute they are.
Here it says Brownie Troop 772, Brownie Troop 441, and Brownie
Yeah.
Troop 323.
All coming together for today. And we have now special guest, our parade grand marshal, Jim Nolan, and council president, Jim Carroll. So 3 guys named Jim. Take it away.
Thanks, Craig. And you're right. You're looking at 3 guys named Jim. And with me is Jim Nolan, who is this year's Grand Marshal of our St. Patrick's Day Parade, and Council President, Jimmy Carroll. Jim, this has been quite a week for you. On Monday, I understand you turned 45. You were the Irishman of the Year for the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick on Friday, and today you're Grand Marshal.
It's a good week to be me. I'm having a great week. I'm having a good time. A lot of fun. It's been incredibly busy, not getting much sleep, but really enjoying it. And we have tremendous weather today. Everybody's out, and it's just a beautiful day for a parade.
And Jim, I understand that your family, your great-grandfather came here from Ireland in the 1800s and settled right here in Woodbridge. Is that right?
That's right. My great-grandfather, James Patrick Nolan, came right from Ballyraggett in Kilkenny and moved right to Woodbridge to work in the Valentine Brickworks, which is right around the corner from here.
Quite an Irish heritage there. And with me is Council President and Special Aide to our Grand Marshal, former Grand Marshal himself, Jimmy Carroll.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. I was fortunate enough 2 years ago and privileged to have Jim as my aide, and he asked me to be his aide this year, and I'm more than willing to do that. He's a great guy. He deserves this, and it's just a great day for Woodbridge. It's a great day for Jim Nolan. It's a great day for the Irish, and everybody's having a great time.
Thanks very much. Back to you, Craig.
Great
Back
job.
to you, Charlie.
Great job, guys. Thank you. Congratulations to Jim Nolan. We saw the Island Fire Department ride by earlier, and then a little more vintage piece of fire equipment right there. And this is the
Salverga Musical Group, 4+2. I know them as 4+2. I was wondering. They play Dixieland music, as you can hear.
we see the Woodbridge DARE program, an outstanding program sponsored by the PBA, designed to alert young students of the dangers of drug and alcohol use. Detective Susan McNamara, Willie Trevina, and Officer Robert Snowfield,
And
along with Brian Murphy.
there's representatives of most of the schools, I guess, the elementary schools in the township.
It usually takes place when you're in 5th grade. Terrific program. Really registers with the students.
There's Sharon McGreevy waving.
Yes,
She have green hair.
principal
Oh, that's a hat.
at School 19. There we see the Ross Street banner from School 11. The police officer leading the crowd. He could warm them up.
He's getting them to
Various
look up at
schools.
the camera.
Claremont Avenue School. Programs put on twice a year, once in the spring, once in the fall. More members of the DARE program. You know, it's also great that they march because so many of the students get the chance for perhaps the first time to participate in the parade, to walk down the street. And as you can see there on their faces, to just plain old have some fun, which is a terrific thing. And here we are.
Therapet.
Some dogs out walking their owners.
The Therapet Incorporated. They're from Clark, New Jersey, it says.
All decked out in their St. Patrick regalia. This collie right there looks like a little pack animal, I guess.
He's carrying something.
Therapet, established in 1989. They assist in animal assistance programs.
And the leaders are Kathy Brozer and Gloria McCrave.
Fine-looking dogs right there.
Yeah, they go to hospitals, I believe, and nursing homes.
That's a nice program. Garden State Chevelles. Next up,
You're home watching the basketball.
President is Bobby Donahue
And they're all, it says, restored old cars.
from the 60s and 70s.
They were organized in 1983. And they do charity fundraising for those less fortunate.
And they've won shows in Maryland, Kenilworth, and Princeton. You see some of the crowd. Candy flying.
The street looks pretty crowded.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of people out today. Well, it is a nice day, as we said. Temperature hovering in the 40s. Sun out though, so it feels a little warmer than that, and you can get comfortable and enjoy the parade.
I keep seeing that Indian across the street. You see him looking at us all?
Cigar store. Yeah. You know, also it's the time of the year when people are sort of looking for a reason to get out. I think most of us have had enough of winter, even if you like the snow. It's time for spring, and here's a good chance to come outside, participate in something special, and enjoy the outdoors for the first time in a while. And we see the youngsters scurrying to pick up candy. Well, that guy doesn't look so... he's throwing it back to the crowd. All right.
He can bend down and pick it up. He's young.
This is a little GTO SS, if I'm not mistaken, from my youth. I never had a car like that. There we go, jacked up in the back.
I think he's going to make the end of the parade, though.
And I think they're loud and proud. My guess is they're just itching to get going. And then we see coming into view. I'm not sure which fire organization it is.
Kelly Avenel.
Avenel Fire Department, yep.
This group was organized in 1913, and the chief is Jerry. Can you make that out?
Sterneski. President is Peter
Riccadelli.
Riccadelli.
Two fine Irishmen.
Everyone's Irish today.
Right.
Today and Thursday. Thursday the 17th. Yeah, this Perth Amboy. City of Perth Amboy sending over some of their outstanding volunteers. And here's Cub Scout Pack 53, sponsored by Our Lady of Peace.
The leader is Jim Leonardo. He's the Cub Master. And they were organized in 1952.
And leaders are John Atkins, John Cobbs, Masco Galimo, and they recently completed a successful food drive, honored 27 boys who earned their religious awards. And we see our cameraman up there in the booth, up top with the proud Channel 35 and 36 banners.
We need those muskets back here, though.
At a bird's eye view. Perth Amboy Fire Department facing underneath. Some of the happy faces who line the street, as you said, Charlie. There's a good number of people out today. Sidewalk looks packed.
Yeah, all the way up. It's pretty good, especially on the one side of the street. It's shadow, so it's cold.
There's Jim Leonardo.
That's a pretty good sized group, right?
Yeah. Some of my boys participated in it.
Yeah. It's great when kids get involved with that type of thing.
Good stuff. And now some more pipe bands.
How would you pronounce that? Del Reyda pipe band?
This is the Commodore John Barry. Ancient Order of Hibernians. Yeah. Valrita Pipe Band accompanying them.
And this group was founded in January 1948. And Jack LaCourie Jr. is the president.
Our own Jack LaGorry, who's from Ford's, spreading his wings into Perth Amboy and taking over their Ancient Order of Hibernians. And there's the Avenel Fire Department. We had mentioned them earlier, and here they are. We actually mistakenly pulled them the Perth Amboy Fire Department. And we are joined now by the Irish Person of the Year. Take it away, Mr. Dirk.
Thank you, Craig. And I am here with our Irish Person of the Year for 2005, Connie O'Donnell, who's a member of our club, and his lovely wife, Fran. So, Connie, you're Irish Person of the Year, and you're from Ireland. What kind of day has this been for you?
Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. 50 years ago that I came here. I'll be here 50 in August. And it took you people 50 years to find out that I'm Irishman of the Year.
well, we always have that brogue with us, Connie, and so that's always particularly pleasant on a day like today, as well as this coming Thursday. We couldn't have a better Irish Person of the Year. Connie, back to you, Craig. Back to you, Charlie.
Thank you very much, Mr. Derek.
Connie has quite a sense of humor, as you could tell.
Yeah, he does. And we see the final piece of apparatus from the Avenel Fire Department. Thank you to them for all of their dedication. Here's Brownie Troop, or Girl Scout Troop 1665.
They were organized September 1999, and their leaders are Lee McAnna and Marilyn Miller. And they participate in Memorial Day Parade in Edison, and they won Best Brownie Troop 2001 and 2002.
Looks like they did a great job making their sweatshirts for today. Here's Junior Girl Scout Troops 1066, along with Daisy Troop number 907. So, strong contingent of Brownies and Girl Scouts, and here they are, the Red Knights of New Jersey, Chapter 11, their International Firefighters Motorcycle Club. Members will be riding on their motorcycles, and there'll be there's a pickup truck as well. We see a three-wheeler there. Founded in November of 2003.
Leader is Kevin Williams. And the membership includes firefighters,
from all branches of the fire services, professional, career, as they call them, volunteer, and industrial agencies, as well as retired members. And we see the shot again down the street. We see the town hall in the back. There we go. They're itching to go. Got their motors running and ready to head out on the highway. Hey, that sounds like a song. Speaking of songs,
we haven't heard from Doric in a while.
there's a Kenmore Pipe Band from Parlin, New Jersey. Pipe major is Ian Ferrick. Many of their members are individual solo champs, come together to form this fine band.
They were originally organized in 1961, and then it says they reorganized again in January 2004.
We don't even want to know what happened.
Somebody said something. I was just going to say, I don't remember them being in our parade before, but they look pretty sharp.
They do indeed. Sound good, too.
Well, Kenny Stiles is the one that gets all the bands, gets them organized. And
Let's take a listen. I see the staff in the air. Next is the Union High School Army Junior ROTC. Founded in September of 1981. Cadet Lieutenant Colonel is Julio Mahia.
and there's 120 in this group. I've been there to give out the plaques that they won. They're usually one of the winners. They're very good.
Recognized by the Department of the Army as the honor unit with distinction. Only 10% of the ROTC units worldwide receive that distinct honor. So congratulations to the Union High School Army Junior ROTC.
You know, another thing, Craig, they've been talking about Woodbridge getting a ROTC unit, and I think they should. Give the kids an opportunity. Pretty sharp, right?
Yeah. And then next up, we have the Woodbridge VFW, post 4410.
This group was organized in 1945.
Commander is Sam Donato. And chartered by Congress for those who served overseas in hostile territories. Gives us a chance to reflect on the fact that today we have many thousands of brave men and women throughout the world defending our freedom, so our thoughts are with them. The International Martial Arts School from Woodbridge, New Jersey. They represent various martial arts forms, including Taekwondo. There's two of their masters are here, El Shiha and Willie. They give out black belts. They have a black belt club and a blue belt demonstration team. White is their traditional uniforms. And 6 of their participants went to the Junior Olympics. 2 of those placed 1 gold and 1 bronze. So congratulations to the Woodbridge International Martial Arts School.
I wonder if that's his real name, Master Lashiki.
I don't know. But if you ask him, be nice.
The other guy is Willie.
We know that's his real name.
Wonder which one is Willie.
I don't know.
This is another good thing for kids to be in. If you can't be in everything, but this is good training, concentration.
Take a break as the parade slows down. And now we are joined by Miss American Irish for 2002, Karen Barcelona, along with the lady in waiting. So, Jim, you're the luckiest guy in Woodbridge right now.
You got that right. Thanks, Craig. And I am here with Miss American Irish, Karen Barcelona. Karen, what kind of a month has this been for you? You've hit a lot of events.
It's been a great month. I've met a lot of people this month, and it's been really good.
And I have to say, since I've been at a number of the events, you've handled yourself terrifically and with a lot of grace and a lot of poise. And her lady in waiting is Julie Gallus. Julie, what's this month been like for you?
It's been outstanding. You know, I've had a lot of amazing opportunities, met a lot of new people, and I'm looking forward to the next year.
Thank you. Thanks, both of you. And for both of you, you've handled yourself really with a lot of grace and a lot of professionalism. Thanks. Back to you, Craig. Back to you, Charlie.
Thank you, Jim. Congratulations, ladies. And here we see a couple of firemen with a sense of humor. As the Port Reading Fire Company #1 marches into view. Founded way back in 1904. Chief is Steve Mattis. They protect and serve the people of the Port Reading section. So thank you very much, gentlemen and ladies. And thanks for being here.
This is the Railway Police Honor Guard. It says 6 marches, and they are 6 marches. They were organized in 1993, and I know personally every year I think they won something as a marching group. The leader is Detective Joe Holly.
See the flag, the POW flag, along with their honor guard flag, the flag of New Jersey and the United States. And there's some of the apparatus from the Port Reading Fire Department.
You know, just to get back to some of these ads, because without it, we couldn't put this parade on. We need so much cooperation from the local merchants, and they do support us. Main Street Farm, which is up the street from where we're broadcasting. Equitable Title and Abstract Company, Main Street Tavern, St. Cecilia's Knights, Robert D. Campbell, attorney.
There's a good Irishman, Scott Brennan, up in the bucket truck, working his first St. Patrick's Day parade here on the Woodbridge channels.
I wonder if it's as cold up there with the wind.
Well, fortunately, we won't know. Good job, Scott. Thank you very much.
Also, Nev's Jeweler is one of our advertisers.
And we see our right of the screen, Miss American Irish, headed back towards the reviewing stand. There's some funky
nice
hats.
hat, yeah.
Yeah, kind of funky. Keep you warm on this lovely day. And hey, they spotted they were on television. We see some of the faces in the crowd that really make this parade special.
And J.J. Bidding is also taking the head, but and this morning he did an outstanding job once again at that breakfast.
Thanks to Michael Cerami
Yes.
for his hard work. Yeah, it was an outstanding breakfast. It's a big day here in Woodbridge. It starts off with the flag raising, moves on to breakfast, then the parade, and then the American Irish invite everybody to a post-parade celebration as well. So, in the true Irish spirit, the party goes on. And we celebrate our Irish heritage.
Here in front of us is the St. Cecilia's Golden Knights cheerleaders, Pop Warner cheerleaders, and they took first place in their local, state, and regional competitions. This team traveled to Disney World and won the national title of Pee Wee Large Intermediate by beating 17 other teams from across the nation. St. Cecilia's Gold and Pop Warner midget cheerleaders won first place in their local, first in the state, and 7th in the nation.
Outstanding accomplishment for that fine group, fine organization. A lot of dedication goes into anything that you are able to achieve that measure of success. And we are going to take a little break right now. We come back, we'll have the parade as it moves along Main Street in Woodbridge. Thanks for watching, everybody. That's all right. Nobody will know. You can make the break as long as you want. You could run in about the town right now. Or a basketball game. Or both.
Hey, were you at the Colonia game?
Yes. Which was the last one when they lost to Shabazz. Yeah.
They should have won, right? You think?
Well, they could have won. I don't know. I mean, I think it was a good play. It was a good game, you know. I mean, I think you have to say it's Shabazz. You know, Shabazz made the shots and Woodbridge didn't. And we are back as the 32nd annual St. Patrick's Day Parade, sponsored by the American Irish Association of Woodbridge, rolls on down Main Street. Craig Coughlin, Charlie Shaughnessy, Jim Durrick, happy to be bringing you the parade. Hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. And there we see, as we said, the St. Cecilia Golden Knight cheerleaders. National #1 champions. Congratulations, girls. Great job. And they got the crowd going, doing their job.
That's why they won first place.
That's exactly right. Exactly right, Charlie.
How many kids are in that? Is that a truck?
Yeah, they got them.
Wow, they got them packed in there.
I guess they get a dispensation from the police.
Woodbridge High School marching band is coming in view now. The leader is Nancy Gross.
And the Ford's First Aid, better known as the St. John's First Aid, serving the people of Ford's. And there's the Woodbridge High School Marching Barons in their black and red.
Yeah, drum major is Ken Fay, Amanda Windell, and Christine Rivera. And it says here they participated in dedication of World War II Memorial in D.C.
Led by the Color Guard. See them performing right here. Woodbridge High School Marching Barons with an Irish tune. Makes you stamp your feet, doesn't it?
I am. I'm stamping my foot now.
Outstanding job. Woodbridge Marching Barons. Majors King Fahey, Amanda Weindel, and Christina Rivera. And they are followed by the Irvington High School Army ROTC from, guess where? Irvington.
They've been out parade many years, and they're very sharp, as you could see. They were organized in October 1985.
Retired Army Major Smith Williams is the leader. And there's the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary, Flotilla 4-4 in Seawarren, New Jersey. I'll bet people didn't know we had a Coast Guard flotilla, auxiliary flotilla here. They do some important work. They're involved in boat safety. Jim Resnick is the commander.
And there's the float.
There you go. Flotilla involved in maritime security as well, patrolling the Arthur Kill and the Raritan Bay. Founded in the 1950s.
He's not taking any chance. He got a life preserver on.
That's right. We saw Dixie, the mascot. 2 of its members are currently serving active duty with the U.S. Coast Guard. And the flotilla consists of more than 30 members. If you're interested, get involved. Give them a call. They're located in Seawarren, and they're open to people over 17 years old. Here we see the Woodbridge Emergency Squad coming into view. And the Middlesex County Emergency Management Unit, housed in its facility on Fire Academy Drive in Sayreville there. They built a new complex. Pretzels, get your hot pretzels. Part of the real sights and smells of a parade is those hot pretzels, right? Larry Catano heads up the Emergency Services Bureau, and Jeff Rowland, he's the Deputy County Coordinator. So, you'll see them out anytime there's some substances involved that pose a threat to the folks. And now coming into view and leading the next division, sponsored by Hogaz, is the JFK Marching Mustangs from JFK High School in the Island section. But first, last Middlesex County Emergency Management Service vehicles and their mobile command post. There they are, the Mustangs. They've got the right color uniforms on today.
Yep.
Green and white. They're outstanding marching band.
And this division is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, which also includes Baskin Robbins and Togo's.
Led by Ken Hunt, band director, and Zero Carrero, the drum major. They participated in the 2004 Festival Band Competition and received first place. And for Best Percussion in the South Plainfield Band Competition, they received first place in Division 3. Best Percussion as well, and the Best Band overall. So they won the President's Trophy. Let's take a listen to the Marching Mustangs from JFK High School.
That's the smallest of the 3 high schools, isn't it?
It is.
But all the high school bands in Woodbridge do a good job. They're very good. You think Jim's out there dancing, Dork?
Probably, yeah.
They said they had 65 members, but it seemed like it's more than that.
65 members of the JFK Marching Mustangs band. And they lead in the American Legion post number 87 in Woodbridge. Danny Dunn is the post commander. Group of U.S. military veterans.
Organized in 1918, National, and 1927, the Post. Post 87 was organized in 1927. Yeah, I remember when they, all these posts used to have their own bands. But they're lucky they have a lot of members.
Yeah. Then there's Cub Scout Pack 143 from Woodbridge. And they are followed by the Hope Lawn Engine Company. District 8. Brian Turcott, the leader.
They were organized in December 1914. Do you remember that, Greg?
Like it was yesterday.
And they sponsor Explorer Post, number 8.
Here we are. Brave men and women of the Hope Lawn Fire Department and Rescue Squad.
Is that car on fire? Maybe he's making his own pretzels in there.
There's the PT Cruiser Club, the New Jersey Cruisers. Quite the phenomenon the PT Cruiser is. Wow, look at that one modified for the parade.
Wow.
Over 30 cars participating in today. Ray Theron is the leader. It has earned the best mobile unit in this very same parade in 2000, 2001, 2003, and again last year. So it's a big, big group of cars. And they took the country by storm when those PT Cruisers came out.
Yeah.
Very unique design. And it's really become a phenomenon. The PT Cruiser Club, the New Jersey Cruisers.
And they support Toys for Tots, American Red Cross, and numerous other local charities and fundraising events.
And a big leprechaun on the top of that PT Cruiser. Better watch out for Scott Brennan up there in a bucket truck. He may be overcome by smoke.
That's right, the smoke will get him. There's a pot of gold on that one.
There we go. You can see some very creative decoration of their vehicles.
And he was dressed as a leprechaun.
What do you mean dressed?
He
He is a leprechaun. Each car reflecting the individualness of the drivers. Some paint jobs on some of these cars as well. Your traditional shamrocks.
They said 30 cars.
They lied. There's more.
There's at least 31, I know. Yeah, I'd like to just say hi to Angelo Profumo, who's home from the hospital. I think he had a heart attack, and I hope he's doing well. He usually comes to the parade, and he's the Grand Knight of Colonia 6571 Knights of Columbus.
And this would be a good chance to take the opportunity to thank our host. We are located today at the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce. Carol Hyla, the outstanding president, gracious enough to let us use her facility to house our broadcast operations as she has for the past several parades. So thank you, Carol, and thank you to the Woodbridge Chamber of Commerce, and another fine organization and really makes a difference in our community. So thank you again to them.
There's a lot of cooperation to put this parade on besides the Irish Club. I mean, from the mayor to just vendors, store owners, merchants, groups.
It's a colossal undertaking.
Because every group has to get their own internal organization going to participate.
Hey, Charlie, somebody's beeping for me. I got to go. You're on your own.
In a half hour, you could go.
And we see coming into view the Michael Armando Band. But first, our last PT Cruiser passes by.
The Leprechaun.
See you
Raven.
next year.
It's unbelievable what they put into this, right? I mean,
it's amazing. Tremendous.
This is Armando.
When Irish eyes are smiling.
They make a lot of music for a few guys, right?
Yeah.
Come on, Greg, you know this one.
Well, I do, but we want people to watch the rest of the parade.
He's a brave soul, right? He don't have a jacket or a sweater on.
It's true.
He has a hard time walking, too.
And appropriately.
Kelly School of Irish Dance. Bernadette Kelly is the dance instructor. She's located in Westfield. Great individual.
Now, do you know how to step dance, Charlie?
No, my daughter and wife do very well at it, but no.
I've seen Margaret.
Yeah.
She can cut a mean rug. And there they are. A little step dancing right there.
They're all ages. Yeah, Bernadette was one of the Peter Smith dances with my daughter, Maureen Shaughnessy, and they competed all over, as these girls, the older ones, will be doing. There's Bernadette with the white sweater on.
The Kelly School of Dance has produced world and national champions, and their students have competed throughout the United States, Canada, and Ireland. So, fun to do, and you get to compete throughout the world.
And she said 30 to 50. It looks like she has 50. That's the mother and father, Bernadette's mother and father walking.
Next up is the Avenel Colonia First Aid Squad. Part of the fabric of volunteer service organizations we have here so fortunately in Woodbridge.
They seem to be having a good time, too. Carmen Paricio is the captain, and they were organized in 1945. It's 100% volunteer.
There they are, the Avenel Colonia First Aid Squad. Smiling faces. Nice to know those folks are out there. And the Ford's Bearcat Youth Association Fast Pitch Softball League.
The sponsor of this division is Jim McNichols, the accountant over on Green Street, who's also a member of our organization. So thanks, Jim.
John Palakis, leader of the Ford's Fast Pitch Softball. For girls from 5 to 14. And we see them there walking down the street, getting ready for their season. Baseball just a few weeks away for most of the leagues here in
Colonia, it's April 9th.
Yep. Many of the organizations open up with parades. In fact, I think
that's the parade, April 9th.
Yeah, there's 6 little leagues and softball leagues throughout the town. And many of them open up on the night. I think they may all. So, hectic day for the mayor and council as they run around. Carteret First Aid next up. Our friends from Carteret who saw their fire department earlier, and now we're joined by their first aid squad who's celebrating its 70th year of service to the community. And their vehicles decked out. Green bows.
Colleen Jameson is the contact person.
We hear the music.
This is one of those
Fred Lake Days,
ragtimers. Yeah. He's been on parade a long time too. Stop that pretzel guy, Craig.
Here we go. This is a Roaring 20s sing-along band on a trailer to go. Organized back in 1968, they performed over 100 concerts and parades this year all over New Jersey. Members are Bob Eastler on the guitar, Cliff Simmons on the banjo, Tom Rittenhouse on the keyboards, and Fred Lahate at the alto sax. The Fred Lahate Ragtimers from Trenton, New Jersey.
They do a good job, right?
Yeah, they do.
This is a new group coming in view, the Rhythm and Moves.
Yeah?
They're from Inman Avenue in Edison. The owner lives in Colonia, and she called me and asked me if she can come in to pray. I said, absolutely.
Liz Borquette there.
She teaches dancing as well as music. These are some of her students playing the musical instruments.
And there they are. Rhythm and Moves.
The owner is, leader is Liz Borquette. You think that's how you pronounce the name, Borquette? That's French.
Ah. And there we see a couple of cartwheels. Next up, the Casby Fire Department. Chris Lalong, the chief. Ken Nagy, the assistant chief. Founded in 1908, was the Casby Fire Department. District number 4. No. We'll have a quiz later on the fire district numbers, Charlie, so I hope you were paying attention.
Now, it says this is new apparatus.
Certainly looks spectacular.
And the leader is Chris.
And you can see that it has the new fire trucks have the compartment in the back. And we see the end of the parade in sight.
This is the Somerset County Police Pipe and Drum.
From the Shannock Station.
And the reason why they're at the end is because they marched in the Somerset Parade, which was earlier. And they come over here.
And again,
that's great.
Pipe major is Larry Booker. And then they'll be followed by the parade marshals, and then the police escort. But let's take a listen to our final pipe and drums marching band of this 32nd annual parade, Somerset County Police Pipe and Drums.
And this division is sponsored by Amerex Petroleum.
And there they are, the parade marshals who worked so hard to get everybody started back at Woodbridge High, where they kicked off at least. And so a fitting end to the 32nd annual St. Patrick's Day Parade, sponsored by the American Irish Association of Woodbridge. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage today. For Lee Beckerman, Joe Fernandez, Joanne Bula, Scott Brennan, Bruno Martins, Joe Masbarri, Gina Forbes, for our man on the street, Jim Dorick, and my colleague, Charlie Shaughnessy, this is Craig Coughlin saying thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next year.
Thank you.